愛しき御方よ、そして夫婦のちぎりを結ぶ。
Number 10. Yujiro breaks through. Baki Hanma. As the strongest creature on Earth, Yujiro Hanma can't help but flex on all the weaklings that surround him, but this is arguably one of his most absurd.
Welcome, Pickle. Yokoso mirai.
After a caveman that once fought and ate dinosaurs is revived, the world's strongest fighters gather at his enclosure to test this pickle. Yujiro shows up and, after completely disrespecting Katsumi Orochi, decides he wants to enter the enclosure.
Oh. Aho.
The other fighters have the key, but in a show of utterly bizarre dominance, Yujiro decides to use his face to break through the bulletproof glass. And not only does it work, he comes through without a scratch and with swag to spare. Number 9. Blank outsmarts Jibril. No game, no life. Siblings Sora and Shiro, aka Blank, play Shiritori with Jibril, an angel. They must start each word with the last letter/character of the previous word, and if the word is something there, it will disappear, and vice versa. And they start with a hydrogen bomb.
そうだな。じゃあ手始めに水爆。
Jibril protected them as a flex, but Blank has already won. She just doesn't know it yet. They distract her with comedy, all while stripping away the planet's core and atmosphere using words she doesn't know. And when Jibril tries to flex with an insult Sora used previously, he responds by taking away Coulom's force, creating a hypernova, defeating Jibril while performing one of the most massive flexes, not to mention attacks, in all of anime. Number 8. Mash humiliates Silva. Mashle. Mash Burn Dead is the ultimate musclehead at a school for magic. When the arrogant Silver Iron decides to mess with one of his classmates, and worse, his cream puff, Mash decides to accept his 10-hit challenge.
今度は僕が10回勝負受けてやる。かかってこい、ゴミ野郎。
Mash easily smashes his way through Silver's tough iron magic using his exceptional muscles. He then delivers several devastating punches that leave Silver in fear for his life. Rather than finishing him off immediately, Mash takes a break. An interruption by a scorpion monster gives the jerk some hope, but Mash slaps it away like a tiny bug. But the real flex is Mash deciding not to punch his opponent another 8 times. He knows Silver can't handle them.
もうやめにしようか。なんかかわいそうだし。
Number 7. Gojo's rematch. Jujutsu Kaisen. Everybody knows that Gojo is the GOAT. Yet even he can lose. Fushiguro Toji is an absolute monster of an assassin who manages to defeat the equally monstrous Gojo. After claiming his reward, Toji is ambushed when Gojo shows up, who is very much not dead.
よう、久しぶり。
Explaining that he learned how to heal himself on the verge of death, Gojo rapidly uses his newly perfected techniques to style all over Toji.
挙式、紫。
And he does it all while never touching the ground and being literally high on life. Toji never even sees the purple coming.
最後に言い残すことはあるか？ねえよ。
Number 6. Dio trolls Polnareff. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. Dio is among the most arrogant and powerful antagonists out there. The entire Stardust Crusaders arc has been building up the entire time to an epic confrontation with the vampire, and the first to encounter him is Jean-Pierre Polnareff. Dio offers him the opportunity to join him if he'll step down a few stairs.
本当にそうかな? ならば階段を登るがいい。
Instead, Polnareff claims he's not afraid and climbs them, or at least he thinks he does. Polnareff suddenly finds himself a few steps down.
なんだ俺は階段を一歩確かに
He tries this repeatedly, only for the same result. We later learn that Dio can stop time, so instead of killing Polnareff, which he could easily do, Dio decides to mess with him, the absolute troll.
何をしたんだスタンドまさか
Number 5. Vegeta punches in. Dragon Ball Z. The Z fighters are all superhumanly powerful to varying degrees, so when the time comes for them all to test their strength against a punching machine at the World Martial Arts Tournament, they all have to hold back.
$203.
They understand that not holding back would destroy the machine and inconvenience the other contestants and the staff. Even then, it's difficult for them. However, Vegeta is full of pride and refuses to participate in the shared ruse. Instead, he punches the machine so hard, it's flung across the arena and destroyed.
Now stand aside.
Oh, wow.
The Z fighters know how strong he is, but Vegeta needs everyone to know.
So much for restraining.
Number 4. Cars creates life. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. You thought we were done with Jojo? Far from it. After Cars initially obtains the Red Stone of Aja, he becomes the ultimate life form. Cars could test his newfound powers in any number of ways, but he decides to flex on those assembled against him by turning his own hand into a squirrel.
なんだありゃ
The newborn creature goes on a rampage, tearing through the nearby enemy soldiers, one of whom is a cyborg. Though really, if Cars just wanted to display his magnificence, all he had to do was just wait for the sun to rise. His glorious hair is a flex in and of itself. Number 3. Madara's Meteor Surprise. Naruto Shippuden. Uchiha Madara is a villain who can't help but flex on the ninja world at large. Even being brought back to life doesn't dull his senses. After trouncing the 4th division of the Shinobi army, Madara shows them his true power by summoning a meteor. The massive ball of rocks plummets down, leaving many of them questioning if they're facing a god. Although Onoki, the Tsuchikage, manages to slow and eventually stop it with Gaara's help, Madara has a simple question: can they stop the second one?
さて2個目はどうする大野木
Madara is built differently from other ninja, and he illustrates this fact in the most dramatic way possible. Number 2. Shanks stops the war. One Piece. The Summit War is among the biggest conflicts in One Piece thus far. The Whitebeard pirates and their allies versus the Marines and 7 warlords, with Luffy and Blackbeard's crew thrown in the middle. Even with major casualties, the fighting continues, but then Shanks shows up.
よくやった若い海兵
The red-haired emperor has just arrived after fighting his fellow emperor Kaido on the way there.
この戦争を終わらせに来た
Shanks declares that the war is over, and anyone who still wants to brawl can fight him and his crew, and nobody wants the smoke.
すまん
What could possibly be a bigger flex than stopping a war by telling everyone, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough? Well, Number 1. Father creates a son. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. As far as villainous ambitions go, it doesn't get much higher than devouring a god. Father, the mastermind behind the scenes, sacrifices thousands of souls to open a huge gate to do just that.
やりやがったな。おう、手に入れたよ。
Now possessing a strong young body, the homunculus illustrates his divine new ability to the Elric family and their allies by creating a miniature sun in the palm of his hand.
神を手に入れた私は今や手のひらで太陽を作ることさえ可能なのだ。
He may claim he's purged all his emotions, but there's still plenty of pride in there after all. Father can, by his own admission, do literally anything now, and he chooses to use his omnipotence to flex on the perpetual thorns in his side by breaking physics. Is there an anime flex we forgot? Let us know your superior pick in the comments below, if you can. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.